Oh, look, General. Captain, I'm sorry, you haven't been promoted yet. We have company. This is Captain John C. Brown, and I'm Elizabeth Childers Brown. We just were contemplating how we could keep everybody's spirits up. You see, war has just been declared, and we need something to help the people get through this terrible time. We have decided we're going to have a starvation party, meaning that, you know, we don't have that much to eat or drink or anything since we have been invaded. And this won't be like the other parties that we have had. They have just been glorious. It's just something that we want to do. It will be held the 13th of August of this year, beginning at 10 o'clock at the beautiful Milkway Farms here. We're trying to raise money for our cause. Captain, would you please say a few words?
You might ask why we're having the party at the beautiful Milkway Farm. Well, there were battles and skirmishes that were fought all in this area. There was a railroad for transporting our troops, forage and other things around this area. There was Richland Creek for water for our horses and the men, of course. The land was used for crops and camping of the troops. Giles County is rich in history of the war between the states. Did you know that the black-eyed peas were used as food for the horses? Things like this will be told at the party, so come on out and learn the history of Giles County and citizens as well as others' life of the people that lived and during the War of Reconstruction.
This is true, and I'm glad you brought up the subject of black-eyed peas, because during our party we're going to have black-eyed peas and fried sweet potatoes. We're also going to learn the language of the fan, the language of the gloves, the language of the parasol, and the handkerchief. What would you think this meant? I'm married. What about this? Follow me. There are so many more that was used as communication between young men and young women. We will have a fashion show, there'll be games, a living history, there'll be an artillery crew, and period music, dances. We will also have some hardtack that you can sample. This is what the men ate to fill their empty stomachs. The admission will be $5 for adults, $2 for children under 12, and the Milkway Farm will be opened to the public for an additional charge with your ticket from the starvation party. We just encourage everyone to come. You will learn the history and the life of the soldiers during the war. And bring your chairs. This will be a good time. Captain, have you heard anything from the front?
The last I knew, we made it out with Colonel Forrest out of Fort Donaldson. It was right cold waiting the creek up there that morning getting out. The armies of Tennessee are preparing for an engagement at the Battle of Shiloh. That'll be coming up here pretty soon.
We lost so many young men during this terrible time.